Hello and welcome back to The Wandering Wind, and today I want to talk a bit about Miiverse, about the 3DS, about RPG Maker, and about just overall what Nintendo's been doing. First of all, I want to talk about the recent news that they're going to be ending Miiverse. First of all, I just want to say that I was never a big user of Miiverse. I never really was one of the most social people on anything other than Facebook and Twitter. Anyway, I have a PSN account, and I've had it for years, and yet I still barely talk to the friends that I've made on the PlayStation Network. Same thing with Steam, the Steam Network. The Steam store, the community there. Any friends that I have there, I haven't really talked much to. Basically anywhere except for Facebook and Twitter, I don't really socialize much. And even on Facebook and Twitter, it's rare that I get a message or send a message to someone else. But Miiverse ending, I think maybe a bad decision, just because. Well, to be honest, I think it is a bad decision, just because so many communities have such a deeply ingrained involvement in Miiverse, like Splatoon, for example. You've seen the Splatoon memes and stuff that are going around. Those start out on Miiverse and then get screen capped and sent over to wherever. And I mean, just overall, Miiverse has been a really great thing over the years. And plus, if I'm not mistaken, Miiverse also integrates with games like Super Mario Maker and the new Kirby game for the 3DS and other things. And I think that taking away Miiverse without announcing anything to go in its place or having anything to go in its place really is quite a bad idea. I don't know. And maybe we'll find that Nintendo has something already in the works. Maybe it's something to do with the new Switch architecture. Maybe they're just trying to make everything all one platform based, and they couldn't really do that with Miiverse on the Switch. Or maybe they just finally realized that Miiverse as a whole is a clunky and unintuitive kind of interface that really didn't work for a lot of the casuals that didn't really want to be too involved in it. In fact, you know what? I myself, one of the reasons I never used Miiverse was because the interface was clunky and the design was just, well, the speed of it all. I mean, you could take anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute just to load another page on Miiverse, and to be honest, that's not the best kind of social media anyway. But getting away from that, the 3DS. So we now have the original 3DS, the 3DS XL, the new 3DS, the 2DS, the new 2DS, and a couple of new models of the original 2DS. And we've got the Switch. So if they're continuing to release 3DS systems, where is this going to fit in the whole Nintendo Nintendo design or Nintendo land? What? I'll go with design. I can't remember any other terminologies that would work. But how's this going to work? Family, libraries, whatever. How's that going to work? Because to be honest, we've got the Switch, the Wii U, and the 3DS that are still being developed for currently. Eventually, that's going to end with the Wii U, because they are phasing that out. And the 3DS and the Switch will be the two main consoles. Are they eventually going to phase out the 3DS too, or is that going to continue along with the Switch? Because if so, that kind of defeats the purpose of the Switch, because the Switch was supposed to be the all-in-one, the home console and portable console solution, the proverbial diamond in the rough as far as a nice balance between performance for home gaming and portability for on-the-go gaming. And don't get me wrong, the Switch is great, but between losing Miiverse and not knowing if there's anything else coming to replace it, which I don't even know if they would want to replace Miiverse at this point, but if they ever do, and then having two different systems, one of which is supposed to replace the other in principle, I don't see where Nintendo's really making that smart of a decision. But I digress. Other news. The Switch's success so far has been pretty good, I think. So far we're seeing really good numbers from a lot of developers that have been releasing games for the Switch. Sales are up for now. Although the Christmas season may see a short increase, but I think eventually we are going to see a gradual decrease in sales and interest in the Switch as, new developers start developing for the next generation. No idea what exactly Nintendo's working on, but we all know that Xbox One X and at least supposedly PlayStation 5 are being developed. Although I'm thinking, because last I heard, PlayStation 4 was going to be the last PlayStation. So what's going on there? I don't know. Maybe it's just, a placeholder. I don't know. What I do know for a fact is that gaming seems to still be on the rise, but for how much longer can the next generation improve on the previous? Or in some ways just continue? I'm not sure. It seems like at the end of the day, you have 3 different companies, now 4, because we have the Atari box coming in. We have, I don't know. So what's this about RPG Maker and the 3DS? Well, RPG Maker FES, or FES, has recently been released on the 3DS, and people have been going crazy. And right now, I am actually playing a 3DS RPG Maker title with the free RPG Maker FES player. It's a free application that you can download from the Nintendo Store and get the free assets that come with it to go and play different games. And then you can actually select the download games section and download fan-made or independently made games from the 3DS. For the 3DS. Currently, they only utilize the top screen, which may or may not be a good thing. I think it's a good thing because trying to develop for a dual screen system, unless you're already pretty familiar with doing it on a single screen, is going to be even worse than trying to do it for one screen. Believe me, I've messed around with RPG Maker in the past, and I couldn't even make a game. It was just that, at least for me, it was that hard. And it's although I've been seeing a lot of asset flips on there, so but there are some good hidden gems. Like, okay, let me just go through the list of what I have so far. We have Demon's Gate 3, 2, and 1. Secret of the Magi. Osaro's Journey Act 1. Labyrinth Hearts 1. Chrono Trigger 2. And I just thought I'd go ahead and try it out. It's not... You can tell it's a fan-made game. Crafting... that's actually just a demo I thought I'd try out. Dark Orchid. Tale of Espers. The Bros. And ABG and Alina. I don't know. But there are some good games. I've got 10 of them downloaded so far, and they are pretty good. To be honest, they aren't like AAA titles, but they're not horrible. So there are some good games if you really want to see about finding some free games to play on your 3DS and you're not worried about having dual screen functionality. You just want something different. Go ahead and try them. They're actually pretty fun. Now, do I recommend just downloading any game? No, make sure that you go by rating and try and go for at least 3-star games, if not higher. Because if you go to 2, 1, and 0-star games, really all you're getting is crap, 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 crap. That's all you're getting. So, and you know, one of the biggest surprises is that RPG Maker, in general, is not being used just for RPGs anymore. Take, for example, one of the best ever RPG games in history, To the Moon, which I did a playthrough of, and I'll leave a link for it up in the eye. To the Moon is one of the best RPG Maker games, and it has no RPG game elements in it, really, other than a little gag battle at the beginning of the game that pokes fun at the fact that it's being made with RPG Maker but has no RPG at all. So, and really, it proves that you can tell a great story and not need over-the-top gameplay or AAA gameplay, over-the-top 3D graphics, or the best professional software graphics, whatever. And you don't really need a professional soundtrack. You can just make it on your own. But To the Moon was created by a small team, which is now Freebird Studios, but started out as Can Gao and a couple other people, and grew into a huge effort just for this one game. And it is beautiful. It is awesome. If you've never played it, if you don't have a computer that can run it, like I said, go and watch my playthrough of it up in the eye. But if you can play it, please do. You will not regret a single day that you did not, that you will not regret a single day that you spent playing this beautifully wonderful game. You won't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. That's it for me. This is Wandering Wind signing out.